Hello dear students, welcome back to Physics Online Bridge Course classes. So in previous class we got that expression for that distance traveled by the body in nth second. So in today's class, just we will focus on that. So what are the kinematic equations for freely falling body? So first I need to understand what is that mean of that freely falling body. For example, so this is one object here. So this object is at a certain height from the ground. If I release this object, then what happens here? So this object falls vertically downward direction. So why the object moves in a vertically downward direction? So this is because of gravity will pull the object in a downward direction. So this object will get accelerate because of the gravity. So that is acceleration due to gravity here. So now let me focus on what are the kinematic equations for freely falling body here. So first I have to understand what is that freely falling body here. So what's the mean of that freely falling body here? If an object falls freely under the influence of gravity, so such body we can name it as freely falling body here. So we'll start our session with freely falling body here. So freely falling body here. So what is that freely falling body? If an object falls freely under the influence of gravity here. So look at here. If an object falls freely under the influence of if an object falls freely under the influence of gravity, so that we can call it as freely falling body here. So now look at here. So I will take one example. So this is one object here. This object falls in downward direction. So this object is at a height h from the ground here. So look at here. So if that object falls freely from certain height, means for freely falling body initial velocity is 0. So initial velocity for freely falling body is 0 here. Then for freely falling body condition, so first one is initial velocity is 0 for such kind of bodies, and if that object falls freely in a downward direction, means, so look at here, object is moving vertically downward direction, gravity is also acting vertically downward direction, both are in the same direction here. So look at here, object falls downward direction and gravity is also pulls in a downward direction. So both are in the same direction, means acceleration is equal to acceleration due to gravity here. So look at here. First I can consider freely falling body equation for vertically downward direction. That object is moving vertically downward direction, so its initial velocity is 0. Acceleration of the body is equal to acceleration due to gravity. Here I will take that sign convention. So A is equal to plus G. Why? Because object is moving downward direction and gravity is also pulls in the downward direction. So both are in the same direction. So I can take that A is equal to plus of G, and distance is equal to what? Height here. So look at here. So in case of kinematic equations, whatever the equations we derive, so that equation is applicable only for horizontal motion of the object. If the object is moving vertically upward direction or vertically downward direction, means I need to make certain changes in kinematic equations. So for that purpose, we got that for that freely falling body initial velocity is 0, acceleration is equal to what? Acceleration due to gravity, and the distance I can consider as a height here. If I do like so, we have kinematic equation V is equal to U plus of A into T, S is equal to UT plus half of A into T square, and V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. So distance traveled by the body in nth second, U plus of A by 2 into 2n minus of 1. So this is all about horizontal motion of the body. So what will be the equation for vertical downward direction I need to find out here. So for that purpose, U is equal to 0. So in that first equation, wherever u is there, so I will take it as 0. Wherever a is there, so just I will take it as a plus of g here. So v is equal to 0 plus of, wherever a is there, so just I will take it as a t here, so z here, and v is equal to what? Z into t. We got that expression, v is equal to z into t. In that second equation, wherever s is there, so just I will take it as h here, and u is there, so initial velocity will be 0 for freely falling body, so u into t here, so means 0 into t plus of half of a means, so z into t square. So h is equal to what? Half of g into t square here. What's that equation here? Half of z into t square. Suppose, so I will find out the time here. So if I rearrange this equation, so 2 times of h divided by g, so that is equal to t square, or t is equal to what? Root over 2h by g here. So this is about kinematic equations here. So third equation. So look at the third equation. V square minus u square is equal to 2s. So wait for a few minutes. Just I will check it. Okay. Fine. So v square minus u square is equal to 2as here. So initial velocity again 0 here. V square minus of 0 square. It doesn't make any difference. 2 times of a is there means that is z. S means h here. So v square is equal to what? 2gh, or shall I write this equation as v is equal to what? Square root of 2gh here. So this is square root of 2gh. And one more equation. So distance traveled by the body in nth second here. So look at here. Instead of s, I can take it as h here. Initial velocity is 0 plus of g by 2 into 2n minus of 1. Or h of n is equal to what? Z by 2 into 2n minus of 1. So these are all the kinematic equations for freely falling body in a vertically downward direction. Now I will consider that if that object moves vertically upward direction, then what will be the kinematic equations I need to find out here. So look at here. For vertically upward direction, just I will write it here only. So look at here. Vertically upward direction. Vertically upward direction. For vertically upward direction, so look at here. Initial velocity is not 0. So I will throw that object with a certain initial velocity. So like that. So object having certain kind of initial velocity. So I will throw the object with certain initial velocity. Means here initial velocity is not supposed to be 0 here. Then what about a value here? So object is moving under the influence of gravity only. But the thing is that object is moving upward direction. Gravity is pulls in a downward direction. Object is moving upward direction. Gravity pulls in a downward direction. Means both are in opposite direction. So opposite direction means I can take it as minus of g here. So remaining thing will be same. S is equal to h only. So I can take that. S is equal to h only here. So now look at here. Then what will be the kinematic equation? V is equal to, I said that u initial velocity is not supposed to be 0. U. So wherever a is there, minus of g. So here plus of a is there. So instead of a, I can take it as a minus of g. So that is minus of g into t. First equation, v is equal to u minus of g into t. And second equation, s means h here, u into t. Half of a is there. So minus g means minus of half of g into t square. So these are all the kinematic equation for that vertically upward direction body. Next one, v square minus u square. So that is equal to what? Minus of 2g h here. And next one, u minus of g by 2 into 2n minus of 1. So these are all kinematic equations for that freely falling body. So freely falling body means vertically downward direction. If suppose if the object is moving vertically upward direction means A is equal to minus of G here. So hope you understand about that, a freely falling body. So now we'll discuss some numericals related to motion in a straight line here. So we'll read out the questions related to distance traveled by the body. So position time graph related questions we will solve here. A drunkard walking in a narrow lane takes 5 steps forward and 3 steps backward. So hope you understand the meaning of drunkard. So drunkard, so he walks in a narrow lane, takes 5 steps forward and 3 steps backward. So usually he will not go in a usual path. So he moves 5 steps forward and 3 steps backward, followed again by 5 steps forward and 3 steps backward here, and so on. Each step is 1 meter long. So if we put one step means it is equal to 1 meter long, and time required is 1 second. For taking one step he will take that 1 seconds of time. One step means 1 meter distance they given. Plot position time graph for his motion. What suppose I have to do? I have to draw on that position time graph for his motion. Determine graphically and otherwise how long the drunkard takes to fall in a pit 13 meter away from the start here. So look at here. So the drunkard, he starts from one point. So he has to travel the total 13 meter distance. After traveling that 13 meter distance, he has to fall in a pit. Pit means one hole is there. He will fall into that hole. So how much time will he take to fall into that pit? I need to determine. So for that purpose, so first he given that. So look at here. So distance traveled in each step. So each step is equal to what? So each step distance. So look at here. Each step distance is distance. So that is equal to 1 meter. Time taken to cover the distance. Time taken to cover the distance. To cover the distance. So that is 1 second of time. So first I will draw on that position time graph for his motion. So look at here. So what's that position time graph I said? So position time graph means along x-axis time and along y-axis position here. So that is position time graph. So this one is enough. So along x-axis time and along y-axis position. So I will represent by letter P here. So now they mention that, so drunkard, every time he moves 5 steps forward and 3 steps backward here. So along x-axis I will take the time here. So 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, 25 seconds. So let it be extended here. 30 seconds. I need to extend some more. 35 and 40 seconds here. So look at here. So then along y-axis distance here. So that distance will be 2 meter, 4 meter, 6 meter, 8 meter, 10 meter, 12 meter, and at last 14 meter. So look at here. So now I will draw on that position time graph for his motion. So look at here. So first he takes that 5 steps forward. So each step is equal to 1 meter means 5 meter means 5 steps is nothing but what? 5 meter here. So in order to traverse that 5 steps means how much time will he take? So that is 5 seconds. Why? Because so each step is 1 meter. For covering that 1 meter means he will take that 1 seconds of time they mention. So if he travels 5 steps forward means distance along y coordinate value, distance is 5 meter here. So between 4 and 6, so just I will take it as 5 here. So in order to cover that 5 meter distance, how much time he will take? So he will take that, sorry, He will take that 5 seconds of time here. Just I will draw on that. Okay. Look at here. He takes that 5 steps forward. For covering that 5 steps forward, how much time he took here? 5 seconds of time. Then again he travels that 3 steps backward. So 3 steps backward means 5 minus of 3. So that is 2 meter. So 2 meter means along y-axis. It comes to that 2 meter. So look at here. So then how much time he will take now? So 5. So this one is 5 seconds plus. So 3 steps backward means time value is 3 seconds. 5 plus 3. So here 8 seconds here. Again that. Again he will make that 5 steps forward here. So from 2 meter to 5 steps forward. So 5 steps forward means 2 plus of 5. So that is 7 meter here. So somewhere I will take it here. So he travels that 7 meter distance. For example, this is 7 meter. So this is 7 meter distance here. So look at here. So for covering that 5 steps forward, how much time he will take? 5 seconds. So 8 plus of 5 here. So that is. So look at here. So 13 seconds of time here. So hope you understand. Now after traveling that 5 steps forward, again that 3 steps backward here. So 7 minus of 3. So that is 4 meter. So look at here. Along y-axis 4 meter here. So 4 meter. For traveling that, so 3 steps backward, how much time he will take? So 13 plus of 3. So that is 16 here. He took the time 16 seconds. Again that. So he is at 4 meter distance. Again he will take that 5 steps forward. So 4 plus of 5. So that is 9 meter. So along y-axis. So I will take that. Along y-axis 9 meter here. So along y-axis 9 meter means again that 16 plus of 5 here. So 21 second here. So time taken will be 21 second here. So look at this. So time taken will be 21 second. He travels that 9 meter distance. Again that 3 steps backward here. Again 3 steps backward means 9 minus of 3 here. So that is 6 meter. Again. So look at here. Y-axis. So 6 meter. Again what will be the time taken? Already 21 second here. So 21 plus of 3 here. Look at here. 21 plus of 3. 6 meter. Just I will extend here. So that is 24 second here. Did you get my point? Again, after reaches to that 6 meter distance, again 5 steps forward here. Again 5 steps forward means 6 plus of 5. So 11 meter here. So just I will take that 11 meter here. Okay, look at here. Along y-axis 11 meter he covers. Then what will be the time taken? 24 plus of 5 here. So that is 29 seconds. So he will take that 29 seconds. After traveling that 11 meter, again that 3 steps backward here. So 11 minus of 3. So that is 8 meter here. Along y-axis I will take that 3 steps backward here. So 3 steps backward means, so it comes to that point 8 meter here. So 29 plus of 3 here. So look at here. So this is 32 seconds of time. Now look at here. After traveling that 8 meter distance, again 5 steps forward here. So 5 steps forward means 8 plus of 3 here. So that is 13 meter. What suppose he has to travel total distance? They mention that after traveling 13 meter distance, he has to fall in fifth dimension. Means after traveling that 13 meter distance, one hole is there, he will fall in that hole they mentioned. So in order to travel that 13-meter distance, how much time will he take? I need to find out here. So for that purpose, so look at here, 5 steps forward. So 5 steps forward means 5-meter distance. He will take that 5 seconds of time. So 3 steps backward means 5 minus of 3. So 2 meter here. Again, what's the time taken here? 5 steps forward means 5 seconds. 3 steps backward means 3 seconds. 5 plus of 3, 8 seconds of time. Again that 5 steps of forward here, 8 plus of what that? So here that, sorry. So 2 meter, 2 plus of 5, 7 meter here. So distance traveled is 7 meter now. Then what's the time taken here? 8 plus of 5. So that is 13 meter. Again 3 meter backward means 3 steps backward here. So 3 steps backward means 7 minus of 3. So 4 meter here. So 7 minus of 3, 4 meter. Then time taken will be 13 plus of 3, 16 meter. Like that scenario I will consider here. So finally he travels a distance of 13 meter. Our hero reach his destiny here. Then what will be the time taken here? So here 32 second means 5 steps means what? 5 seconds of time. So then look at here. Then what will be the time taken here? So this is 40 meter. 32 plus of 5. So 37 seconds. So he will take a time total 37 seconds to reach his point here. So look at here. So by graphical method I am showing here. So I can show by that mathematical expression also. So look at here. Just I will make you understand. So look at here. So initially he is at point O here. 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 steps means, so 5 meter distance here. So he took that 5 steps here. 5 steps forward means time taken will be 5 seconds here. 3 steps backward. So 5 minus of 3. 2 meter along y-axis. Then what will be the time taken? Already 5 seconds. Here 3 seconds. So 8 seconds here. After that again 5 steps here. Okay. So again 5 steps means 2 meter plus of 5 meter. So that is 7 meter. Again for traveling that remaining 7 meter means, so already what's the time taken here? 8 seconds is there. 8 plus of 5 here. So 13 seconds here. Next again that 3 steps backward. So 3 steps backward means 7 meter minus of 3 meter. So 7 minus of 3. So that is 4 meter. So did you get my point? 4 meter means 13 plus of 3 here. 16 seconds of time. Again that 5 steps forward. So again 5 steps forward means, so 4 plus of 5. 9 meter here. Again that 3 steps backward. 9 minus of 3. Again 6 meter here. So look at here. So in this way he is traveling from that one point to another point. He will take that total 37 seconds of time. Otherwise I can get this time value by that mathematical expression. So look at here. Each step distance is 1 meter. He will take the time 1 second. So 5 steps forward. 5 steps forward means 5 meter. Time taken will be, time taken is 5 seconds here. 3 step backward. So I will consider displacement concept here. So 3 meter. And time taken will be 3 seconds here. So look at here. What's the displacement here? So 5 meter minus of 3 meter. So look at here. So in that situation, so distance traveled by the body is 2 meter only here. So look at here. For 2 meter distance. So distance traveled is what? So 5 meter minus of 3 meter. Distance traveled will be 2 meter here. For covering 2 meter, what will be the time taken? 5 seconds plus of 3 seconds. So that is 8 seconds here. So look at here. I got that mathematical expression here. So I got that mathematical value. For covering 2 meter, he will take that 8 seconds of time. Why? Because 5 steps forward means 5 seconds. 3 steps backward. So that is 3 seconds. Total time is 8 seconds here. So what will be the distance? Net distance he traveled 5 meter forward. So 3 meter backward means 2 meter only. For traveling 2 meter, how much time will he take here? So 8 seconds here. So look at here. 2 meter he will take that 8 seconds of time. For traveling 4 meter, he will take that 16 seconds of time. For traveling that 6 meter, he will take that 24 seconds of time. For traveling that 8 meter, he will take that 32 seconds of time. Okay, so look at here. After traveling that 8 meter, 8 plus of 5, so that is 13 meters. So he got his destiny point. So look at here. After traveling up to this distance, in next 5 steps, he covers total distance 13 meter. Then look at here, in order to travel that 13 meter distance here. So in order to travel that 13 meter distance means, so already 32 seconds of time he taken, and for 5 more steps, so that is 5 seconds he taken. So that is 37 seconds of time. So this is the way to calculate that position time graph. So I drawn that position time graph, or I got that expression for, means I got that value by this mathematical tool here. So hope you understand this numerical. I hope you enjoyed a lot about this numerical. So in physics, if you solve the numericals, then only you may understand that well theoretical knowledge. So that is the purpose of solving